The year is 1998. On December 2nd, Activision makes an announcement that sends shockwaves through the industry. They've secured the Spider-Man license. But they have a massive problem. Superhero games are stuck in a rut, mostly flat side-scrolling brawlers that feel like Final Fight clones. To fix this, they hand the project to Neversoft, a small, hungry studio that had just changed the world with Tony Hawk's Pro Skater. Using that legendary Tony Hawk engine, the team realizes that the physics and momentum built for skateboarding are the perfect foundation for a wall crawler. The DNA between the two games is so intertwined that Spider-Man was actually tucked away as a hidden skater in Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 2, and if you look closely, the game even throws a cheeky reference to those skating skills during the adventure. But building a living comic book in 3D was a series of trials. According to lead designer Chad Findley, the original vision was even grander. We almost had a showdown with the lizard in the final sewer level, and a climactic battle against Venom atop the Brooklyn Bridge to save Mary Jane. Time constraints eventually forced those ideas onto the cutting room floor, but remnants of this lost version survived. Early footage found on a German demo disc revealed a very different game. A classic comic book-inspired Scorpion model, an entirely different Rhino boss stage, and even a sewer level that never made the final cut. They didn't just want it to look right, it had to sound right. They brought in the legend himself, Stan Lee, to narrate. Chad Findley recalled that Stan gave every single line 110%, refusing to move on until the delivery was perfect. To fill out the cast, they rated the iconic '94 animated series and Spider-Man Unlimited. Reno Romano stepped into the suit as Peter Parker, while Jennifer Hale pulled double duty as Black Cat and Mary Jane. Even Ephraim Zimbalist Jr. returned to give Dr. Octopus that chilling authority we remembered from Saturday mornings. The soundscape was just as revolutionary. Composed by Tommy Tallarico and Howard Uliate, the score was a gritty blend of industrial rock and nu metal. It was dynamic. The music would swell with individual samples when you entered a fight and fade out once the dust settled. And for the finishing touch, the English electronic band Apollo 440 took the classic 1960s theme song and remixed it into a high-energy anthem for the title screen. However, once the game launched in August of 2000, a new battle began: the War of the Ports. The PlayStation 1 was the original, as-intended experience. It featured the full-motion video cutscenes and that iconic soundtrack, though it suffered from the classic, wobbly textures of the era. The Nintendo 64 version arrived later and offered a trade-off. It had cleaner, filtered textures and a unique sound test mode to listen to those individual music samples. But there was a heavy price. The cartridge didn't have enough room for the cinematic movies. Those high-energy videos were replaced with static, captioned comic book panels and fewer voice clips. It felt like a compromise. Then there was the PC port, which offered crisp resolutions but was often a technical headache to get running. The real champion, the undisputed king, was the Dreamcast version. Released in 2001, it took the power of Sega's final console and pushed the game to its limit. It featured significantly higher polygon counts. Spidey actually had individual fingers instead of mitten hands, and a rock-solid frame rate. It kept every single cinematic from the PlayStation version, but rendered them with a clarity the other consoles simply couldn't match. If you're looking to revisit this masterpiece today, the Dreamcast version remains the absolute gold standard. It's the perfect bridge between the blocky past and the high-definition future of superhero gaming. If this brought back memories for you, hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and drop a comment telling me your favorite level or boss fight from Spider-Man 2000. See you in the next video.